The future of London is not in the hands of the Mayor of London, it's in your hands. Because on the 6th of May, you have the chance to vote to decide who will be the next Mayor of London. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of an extra 45 minutes on journeys because of unused bike lanes. Politicians forcing things on communities without consulting them. Penalising poorer families because they can't afford to just go out and buy a new electric car. That's why 28 years ago, UKIP was formed to stand up to the political elite that were trying to force their agenda on us. I'm Dr. Peter Gammons, and let me share with you why you should vote for me for Mayor on the 6th of May. UKIP became the voice of the working class and others who felt abandoned by mainstream political parties, and now we're getting back to our roots. On the 6th of May, you have a simple choice. Do you want a mayor who forces things on you, or a mayor who consults you and represents you? Many people perceive that UKIP is far right, which we're not. We represent people across the political spectrum. I grew up on a council estate where my mother voted Labour, my father voted Liberal, many of the family voted Conservative, and so I began to understand the different perspectives. That's why I can represent Londoners in a way no one else can. I'm very much politically a centrist, and I'll draw together a non-partisan team of the best people to run this city. It's about people, not politics. That's why everybody should vote for me, including those of you who voted Remain, because the heart of our fight was not about Brexit. It was about democracy. We forced a referendum because we believe that the people should decide, not the politicians. And our battle is far from over. Today we face a new challenge as extremists are trying to force their ideology upon us. I'm fighting for a safer London. Under the current mayor, we've seen violent crime escalate. I have strategies to dramatically reduce this, including more community police, rebuilding trust, as well as stronger measures to protect women and young people. It's also ridiculous that after the Grenfell Tower disaster, around 200,000 people are still living in unsafe homes. That's why I'm fighting for cladding victims, renters, and every Londoner who needs somebody to fight for them. An affordable London. As a father and a grandfather, this greatly concerns me. I'm investigating around 100 abandoned and derelict sites around London to develop 100,000 starter homes at around £150,000. That's not shared ownership like some people are promoting. That's outright ownership. I'll freeze council taxes where I can and secure better deals for renters, frontline workers and students. I also have viable solutions to prevent homelessness and solve other major issues, which I cover at my website. An efficient London. Many of the environmental policies being promoted by the mayor and proposed by most of the other parties are totally unfair on poorer families. I want to stop this discrimination against those who can't afford to just go out and buy a new electric car. I want to stop the expansion of bike lanes, which I believe are causing much of the congestion and pollution in London. I'll make TfL profitable, finish roadworks, protect London's black cabs, and stop congestion charge expansion and LTNs. A prosperous London. We need to end lockdown now and focus on saving businesses and rebuilding the economy. As mayor, I'm going to cut billions of waste at City Hall, end the cronyism, and stop forcing policies on London against their wishes. It's time you had a mayor who will represent you. A greener London. I'm a keen environmentalist, so go to my website to find out my plans to protect London's green spaces, to add 1 million new trees and 10 new parks to the city. I'll also work with neighbourhood schemes to transform and beautify every community. A united London. London needs a leader who can bring everyone together, and I'll represent Londoners in a way that I believe no one else can, irrespective of race, gender, colour, orientation, or religion. I oppose every form of racism, hatred, and bigotry. My own sons are of mixed race. I put together the most diverse UKIP Greater London Assembly candidates of any party to work alongside me in implementing these policies. They reflect the beauty of London's diversity. Half are from ethnic minorities, and 2/3 of our lead candidates are women. The Assembly vote is actually very important because they are the ones who have some measure of control over the mayor. So when you go to vote on the 6th of May, vote for me, Peter Gammons for mayor, and UKIP for the London Assembly, so you have somebody who will represent you and help us to make London a better, safer place for everybody. Thanks for listening, and thank you so much for your vote.